Say where I do a weekly talk kind of discussing everything that's going on in the Pokemon world, the Pokemarket, and then updates as far as it goes with Pokemart USA. I was doing this recording a second ago, and come to find out, the mic was not picking up audio on the other end. It was picking it up on my end, but then when I watched the video myself, it was not. So sweet, that's super exciting. But that's okay because I have no problem getting right back into it. But basically, going back into what I was saying before, kind of doing a short little rerun. So I'll get everything out of the way having to do with the news with Pokemart USA. So for starters, one, for those people who ordered from us Vivid Voltage product, we've completely shipped out all Vivid Voltage product as of yesterday, so that's very exciting. I was also lucky enough to find out that I actually ordered more than I was expecting, so I have an extra case of Vivid Voltage, which I'll be putting up on the website. For those people that are curious about the price of what that's going to look like, I'm going to make it competitive. Obviously, the price is around $200, so it'll probably be $190, $180 on the price. Still trying to figure it out, but making it basically a competitive price because the average range for Vivid is around $200 to $230. But yeah, no. So that's Vivid news. News for Darkness Ablaze on the website. My distributor said I should be expecting it within a week or two is basically kind of what's going on as they're going down the list. So that's kind of it for those people who have Darkness Ablaze. I know we still have a couple left. I think we only have 3 booster boxes left available. But for those people that are still interested, we still have a couple of available, and they're priced at $152, and the market value is like $180, $190. So that's a pretty solid deal. And then other news as well, as far as it goes with Pokemart USA, we also are going to be getting a Marshadow figurine box. Still trying to figure out what packs are in them. My distributor doesn't know exactly because they are the international version. When we receive them, I'll definitely let everyone know on the website when I post it. And then outside of that, we've had some people kind of talk to us about how they were wondering if we would ever do mystery boxes, and so we're currently trying to come up with a kind of scalable model of what that would look like, with like $100, $250, $500, $1,000. With the booster boxes that you'd be receiving and what that structuring would look like. How we like it to run is basically that you're guaranteed to get at least however much you paid for in value, and then from there there's a chance that you will get 10% more in value, 20% more, 30% more, and etc. So that's kind of basically what the structuring is going to look like. And then as far as it goes with the website, that's kind of it as far as it goes with the updates. However, that does transition into one of the topics that I was talking about a second ago, which was kind of the news that that Pokemon addressed on Twitter with the issues that have been going on with demand and how they're very aware of it and they're going to solve it. Whatever that looks like, whether it be reprints of the newest sets that will be coming out, going back and reprinting Sun and Moon era sets, and so on. It's all very speculative. However, it is very exciting news, and it's very optimistic for the future of the Pokemon market for Pokemon cards themselves, because if, they're going to address it, or at least by making a tweet about it, you would at least assume that they're going to do something. I know, obviously, as I just mentioned about the products that we as Pokemart received, that I don't know if that means that that was kind of them addressing it. I hope not, because I feel like there's a lot more to it, as far as it goes with, making sure that we can get more product into the hands of people that did order Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes, and the cheapest they were able to get it for was $100, or for those people that were trying to get access to Vivid Voltage, and it's currently now sitting at $200, and the set was literally the last set released, and then Darkness Ablaze, or not Darkness Ablaze, sorry. Well, yeah, still Darkness Ablaze going for like $180, $190. So it's like insane how expensive it is. And then on top of that, then you're also looking at pre-orders for Battle Styles, and they're like upwards of $140, $150. And if you find it for $115, it's a deal. It's like it's crazy to where we are on the market. So hopefully, Pokemon with their tweet that they sent out, they'll be able to address it a little bit better this time around. I know there's been reports that they've been looking into getting more places to print, because obviously it's very hard with COVID regulations and delayed shipments because of everything going on in the world. So I'm interested to see what that looks like. But that's kind of it as far as it goes with Pokemon updates on reprints. I know there's been rumors going around about the Cosmic Eclipse reprint. As far as I know it's just it's gonna happen in Europe. I don't know if that is gonna come to the United States. Hopefully it will. It's kind of speculative. It's kind of up in the air. As far as it goes right now, though, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. And I mean, the thing is too is if it is happening in Europe, we'll still have access to it, obviously, but the shipping costs are going to be higher. The pricing is going to be higher because of what they're getting it for. So hopefully we'll get it in the States. We'll be able to get it at a lot lower of a price point. And then tag team rumors too, still unconfirmed as far as it goes with my sources. And then last rumor with Pokemon related products, Diamond and Pearl, we're still kind of trying to figure it out. There's been so many leaks. It's presumed that this is going to be the newest Pokemon game, is the Diamond and Pearl remakes, which I myself am very excited for. So, hey, how's it going, Physic? How you doing, brother? But yeah, no. So that's kind of what my kind of thought process behind, how it's going to happen. Because, I mean, if you really think about it, like, Unbroken Bonds had a reprint, Unified Minds had a reprint, and Cosmic is the newest of the Sun and Moon sets, other than if we're talking Hidden Fates. And so it would make the most sense if they did a Cosmic reprint. Tag teams, less likely, but still possible. Especially with the tweet that we got from Pokemon, we're definitely hoping that it's gonna happen. Another thing to talk about as well, Shining Fates is coming out within less than 2 weeks, so that's very exciting. I know the street date is the 19th, so we don't know if that means it's going to drop in big box retailers on the 19th, or if it's purely going to be, given to distributors and then shipped out. I know there's obviously been Amazon rumors as far as it goes with product being dropped, or not rumors, but it happened. It's above MSRP, but still, in retrospect, it's a better deal than what you're going to find most places because of the market value that has just caused the price to go up so much. And that shipping time it will arrive on February the 23rd. So, who knows what the exact official date is. I know for certain, though, that they're going to be coming out in waves. I know the first wave is going to be Elite Trainer boxes. I'm not 100%. I think Premium Collections will come with that. I'm not 100%. I can go back and look at that later and talk about it next week. But as far as it goes, not everything's going to come out all at once. And then for a little tidbit for people watching right now, or for people who actually are going to watch this video later, if you don't know already, there's actually a kind of a little bit of a sneaky piece of advice on how to get access to the product if you don't already know about it. But today, actually, Barnes & Noble's dropped pre-orders for Shining Fates. And so I know for a fact, because I actually called them myself, that if they don't have it in their warehouse, then they're unable to create the pre-order, because it will just cancel the order. So I would continuously call them, and I would check right now to make sure, if they have access or to it in their warehouse. And if not, then I would just keep calling them until, the date comes up, because it dropped in their system. The lady that I called, she's like, we don't have any in our system as it stands right now. However, it looks like the ordering for them just dropped this morning. And so for me, I'm just going to keep trying to giving them a call, because, although I have a distributor myself, I only get so much allocated to me. So, I mean, like most people, you kind of got to find other ways to gain access to the product. So yeah, just for those kind of curious on how to get more product, I would definitely look into that by going to Barnes & Noble's. And then another thing as well to kind of talk about in the Pokemon market, obviously for those people who don't know, like a video was dropped yesterday with Post Malone singing about, the Pokemon anniversary and, oh, it's finally here kind of thing. And, I get what they're doing. I guess for me personally, it's not really appealing to me. I feel like it is appealing to the younger crowd that, like, is liking the crossover. I mean, I like Post Malone as an artist, but personally, I don't have an appeal towards it because it's unrelated to Pokemon. But I see what they're doing with the anniversary. It's supposed to be a day in which we're celebrating it by having a bunch of artists on. So I think what they're doing overall is good for the community at the end of the day, and bringing more people in the hobby. Is definitely always a good thing for it long term. I know you might say to yourself, well, it sucks now because going to be less access to products, but long term, once they start getting the printing issues figured out and COVID regulations go away, I think it'll be good for us. And then other than the news with Post Malone, I didn't talk about it last Friday because it just came out a couple days ago. But McDonald's, for those people who don't know, there's been huge issues with getting access to McDonald's products purely because at first they had a bunch of scalpers come in and just buy all the prices up. And so they've started to limit the orders to the amount people can go in and buy, which I think is good overall for the market, so that, the toys aren't just getting absolutely just bought up by scalpers. And what's interesting too is if you actually, for those people who have the packs, hopefully you get a $200 Barnes & Noble refund. Yeah, right. I mean, dude, I'm just saying, like, it's definitely something. Oh, your order was canceled? Yeah, no, that's purely because, like I said before, that they just have to have it in their warehouse in order for it to be possible. I don't know why it's that way, but that's just kind of the way it is. But anyway, before I got off track, McDonald's. So McDonald's, as far as it goes, basically, if you shine a light on the pack, you can actually see what's inside of it, because for those people who don't have it, the packs themselves are made out of paper, so be very wary of that. I think that's going to cause a lot of the holographic value price. It's going to cause the value of the holographic cards to go up in value or get a higher price. Sorry, I just completely jumbled that. And so, it's kind of bad because, it makes it even harder for people now to be able to buy the product online. And if you don't have access to it in your area because you're completely sold out, then it's just even worse. So it's definitely one of these things where it's been just harder and harder for people to gain access to the McDonald's products, because if they don't have it in their area and now they know that you can see through the cards themselves through the packs, then it's just a tough situation all around for everyone, because prices are just going to be on the rise. So the only way you can really buy it is if it's in the original case. So that's kind of just how it is. And so for people who are kind of wondering what the original case looks like, so it's in one of these little sleeves, and so it has instructions on how you can turn it into something. But basically, kind of what happens is, when the pack is opened, it has kind of like a stickiness to it, which it can be very easily opened and resealed. So it's honestly, it's really hard to kind of see what it's gonna look like as far as being able to get sealed, McDonald's products. And for me myself, like, I just wanted to collect the whole set, And I was lucky enough to pull the Pikachu, which is over $100 now. But for people that are trying to collect the whole set, it's super tough unless you're trying to go online and buy it. But yeah, no. So that's kind of been reports on McDonald's, which hopefully that'll get better. Hopefully, we'll get a quote unquote reprint. We don't know if that's gonna happen because this is unprecedented times, and this is stuff that is going on that's very unprecedented. But let's think. So talked about reprints, talked about Barnes & Nobles and Shining Fates, went over McDonald's, talked about Post Malone. Still, like I said, no reports on Diamond and Pearl. We're assuming it's remakes. Oh, Logan Paul. That's another good thing to kind of talk about. I know most people talked about it. I talked about it Friday briefly. But there's been people that have been saying holographics for Evo will see an increase in value. Personally, I can't say it'll go one way or another. First off, I'm not a financial advisor. If there's something I like to invest in, then I'll invest in it. A lot of the times it's purely because either I find it undervalued or it's something that's fun for me to invest in because of a collector's aspect. But one thing I do know is that basically one of the points that I think Jake brought up, which was kind of a good point, is a lot of people are saying that they're not going to invest in base set, they're going to invest in or buy up the Evo set. But what makes no sense to me, and this is what Jake said, is it's still relatively affordable to be able to buy base. And I think the point that a lot of people were making, and this is kind of the side I lean a little bit more on, is although I agree a base is still relatively affordable, I think it's graded for people specifically, because people like collecting graded in like 9s and 10s, and if you do go base set, it's pretty expensive to buy base set in graded formats. Ungraded, very, very affordable if you want to complete the whole set ungraded, but that's kind of what a lot of people are not looking for, so it's very niche market. Zeph says the 27th is going to be insane. Did you see how much Logan packs were being sold for? I have not seen how much Logan's packs were being sold for. All I know is that there has been so much hype around Logan Paul and just the overall, craziness that's been going on with, the fact of the matter that he spent over $2 million on base set first edition Shadowless cards. Like, it's absolutely insane to say the least. So I'm definitely excited for this year. Here's another thing that came out for people who don't know. There's been announcements. You can check this out at Poke Beach, but an Evolution set came out, or it got leaked to come out, and so I'm very excited for that. As someone who is relatively affordable, maybe Jake is rich. Yeah, no, right, Zeph? That's a good question. I mean, cards are a couple $100 or 50 to 100 per card, so I get what you're saying when you talk about relatively affordable for collecting. But anyway, going back to it, this Evolution set I'm very excited about because I'm a huge Evolution fan. One of my favorite sets, I never stop talking about it, is Majestic Dawn from Diamond and Pearl, and that's centered around Leafeon and Glaceon. And I also have displayed, it's kind of hard to see because the focus is on me right now, but I have some of the shiny Hidden Fates EVs displayed on my wall, and so it's one of these things where I'm a huge fan. And for those people that are a bunch of EV heroes or a bunch of fans of EVs, the EV hero set is going to be absolutely amazing. Walk the Moon said, I pre-ordered a bunch of the EV heroes. Message me after, because I'm actually kind of curious on how to gain access to them. I know there's a lot of, for people who don't know, middlemen sites that you can go to online that will buy them for you. But basically, yeah, kind of how it works is, this is a Japanese set, and so they would relatively, I think you can gain access to it on Amazon. I'll kind of check and see. But yeah, no, Walk the Moon, if you can, definitely drop the link down, because I'd be interested to see where you're able to get access to the pre-orders. So, because I think it's going to be a super duper sick set. They've already said they're going to have the Vs for it. I presume they're going to have the Rainbow Vs, Maxes. I would love it if they got the Shinies. I highly doubt it's going to happen, but if they did have the Shinies, I would lose my mind, because that would be, in my opinion, one of the best sets of the year. And, we still don't even know what the 25th anniversary set's going to be. There's still so much coming out, but basically, I'm just very excited, to say the least, on what's going on with the Pokemon market this year. I mean, think about it. Like from from a competitive perspective, battle style is exciting for people that like the competitive market. EVs, EV Heroes is going to be a great set. Excited to see what it's going to be as far as it goes with the 25th anniversary Diamond and Pearl remakes. I think is will be one of my favorite things if it does come out. It's like just absolutely hectic what's been going on. And then Shining Fates is also coming out this month. It's just so exciting to just be able to talk about all this, and hopefully with the Pokemon Company coming out and addressing issues on their website, or not website, on Twitter with reprints, that it's just going to make it all the better, and people will finally be able to get access to product without having to get these scalper prices, and it's just like that before the prices go up in value. So I'm definitely very, very excited, to say the least, in what it's going to kind of come within the upcoming year. But yeah, no, as far as it goes, that's kind of all I have to talk about at the top of my head when it comes to the market. If you just kind of tune in at the very end, you can always scroll back and look at what I talked about um, as far as it goes on stream. But yeah, no, thank you everyone for stopping and watching me just talk about my Poke Talk update for the week. So for those who are new, don't forget to leave a like, follow, and subscribe on either Twitch, YouTube, or any of our other social medias. And then yeah, no, we do streams Monday, which is pack opening day, is when we do our breakers, as well as I do openings for myself. Leave down a suggestion in the comments below on what you want us to open. This week I got suggested Cosmic, so I'm finishing up opening Cosmic, and then the next week after, the following Monday, I'm going to be opening Shining Fate, so I'm super excited about that. And then Wednesdays I do Pokemon like walkthroughs, whether it be ROMs or randomizers, but as well as shiny hunting. And then today, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12 p.m. That's when I stream. And then today, like I said before, at 12 is when I do my kind of Poke Talk recaps. Last week I had Jake from Pokenomics on, which was really fun to have him on. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more guests in the future as we continue to grow as a channel. But yeah, no, thank you so much once again, everyone, for kind of stopping by and following us, and just taking the chance to get a listen. And hopefully we'll continue to grow as a community and be able to help make an impact, in the world of Pokemon as it is right now.